That's what I'm talking about. Well, good day, Tibbs. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. We're just on tour down to the shed. I had a little installation project I wanted to do on the truck here today, but it looks like I got another little something else to do first. So let's get her down here. Alright, a boot there might be good. There, bud. Let's shut her down because I don't want her getting too hot. So, what I want to do anyways, while we're here, oh darn, I'm going to need the key. Sorry for making you dizzy. What I want to do here is, and I say I had another project in mind today, but I got to do something else first. Unlock this, and it still works. Yes, it does. I wanted to put in my air system in this truck, and I got it kind of ready to go here. Right there, as you can see. My little air compressor. Got her all mounted to a board. I'm going to make her kind of somewhat movable if I have to. I'm going to have to run a cord up through and down underneath the cab, and then up to in the engine compartment is where all the little relays are for all these little auxiliary things here. I'm going to run it off one of these things. Now, which one yet, I'm not 100% sure, but let's get her open here and show you what I got to do first, though. I did pop that, did I not? I was sure I did. Maybe I was sure I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. There we go, that's more better. Look how dirty it is. Holy smokes. Black is fun, but oh man, it's hard to keep clean. So, anyways, up under this engine compartment, there is these relays in here. I just was looking at them, so I got the box lid still off. And I'm going to pull these out and loose for a minute. There's some little clips down there that clips into, because you got to somehow get, there's a zip tie down on this thing. There, got to get this guy off so I can get all these leads off here. There's all your leads for running your different amperages, right? So I got to figure out which one's which. I kind of presume the bigger the wire, the bigger the amperage. This thing will draw a fair bit. It's in the manual. I'll have to look it up again. This thing will draw a fair bit. I'm going to run a pretty big cord to here though from that thing. What do we got here? 51 amps. Maximum amperage is 51 amps. I don't know if you can see that. 51 amps. I don't think it would actually run that much. Holy smokes. But if it does, it'll pop that relay in there and then wait till she cools off and fire it up again. I ran it off a 25 amp fuse in the garage just to test it. Right to full tilt. And it was fine. So relay 4, output relay 3, so that gives you all the colors, but it doesn't tell you on there what amperage each one is, so I will have to look that up in the book. But anyways, another story. I got a bit of a cleaning job to do here. Something possessed me the other night, I don't know why. Put my foot in there. There's like a hand hold thing there that's like really sharp and it cuts you. It's awesome. I pulled myself up in here just to look around and I can't remember why. And then I looked way down in here. And there's like a bird's nest down in here. Look at all this mess. So I'm thinking, what the crap's going on in there now? I don't know if I like that so much. So, there's a lot of lines and stuff going all over the place. I've got the backhoe up here with my vacuum, because it really sucks. It actually does suck pretty good. And I'm going to try to neck down to maybe this stuff, and I might be able to fish this down through and just start sucking. It looks to me like grass and crap and stuff. I don't know. I got this pretty well cleaned out of here, so we can open it up after, see what's going on in there. But I'm like, come on. That's not good. Having that crap in there is not a good thing. So I'm going to go get my trouble light, I guess, and we'll put you guys on a tripod. You're not going to be able to see what I'm actually sucking out until we look in the vacuum there, but holy smokes. Right down in the valley there. Something got in there, I guess, and making a little home. It'd be an awful hot place when the thing got running after a while, though. Holy smokes. They'd be burning their feet off, that's for sure. But anyways, let's grab a tripod. I'll get the vacuum set up here, hook her into some power, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough hose to get up in there, but I gotta hook this little guy onto it too, I guess. A certain length. I'm gonna have to probably cut it and well, I'll get that sucked out of there. Hopefully it's not too bulky and crappy that it won't suck through that hose. That's the only thing I think I'm gonna get through there is that little hose, hopefully. And it's a little bit more squishier, so it might fit down there a little nicer. So, holy smokes, freaking animals. All right, that's as high as I can get you. That's how awesome this truck is. It gets up there really good, really tall, this thing. That's as high as my tripod goes. I could put you on the table, I guess, here, but you're really not gonna see a whole lot. I don't think you can see anything down through this side anyways. Oh, a little bit. I don't think I can get you any higher than that, though, but we'll leave you there, I guess. And I got my little adapter. Actually adapted into this hose pretty good. I don't think it's going to pop off of there too easy. And I got enough I can maybe just get her down through there, hopefully, and just start vacuuming that crap out of there. Well, let's get up there and see. I can't even get that hose down in there. I'm gonna have to maybe try a garden hose or something smaller that I can get down there and maybe tie it into this and then tie it into that so I can get through. Because there's like a hose, a steel line going like straight through, so it's like, oh, I just can't get in there. You can actually see the nest of crap right down in there. Look at all the stuff in the way. Oh, you little buggers. That or I get in there with a pair of needle nose and start pulling chunks out. Long needle nose. I'd try another hose though. Let me try down here, let's see what I can do. Should just fit. Let's do down here. Okay, just give me a second. It's not enough to suck it up. I'm going to be quite reach it all now with that bar. And I got my massive long 3/8 extension. See if that'll reach any more for me. The worst of it. I might switch back to this other softer hose. It's a little more flexible. Yeah, I don't want to reduce this too much. Holy smokes, what a bunch of turds. Oh well. Guess they were looking for a nice warm house. It'd be definitely warm in there. Really hard to get in here and show you this, but I can see rusty metal down there, so that's, I guess, the engine block. It's cleaner anyways, looks better now. What a friggin' mess. Holy smokes. Ugh. So that is good. That is, I guess, accomplished, and hopefully they don't go in there again. Little buggers. That must be a nice place to build a nest. Okay, so let's get back on track. I'm presuming one of these big ones here, what is that, blue with a brown stripe, or brown with a blue stripe, will be the one I'm probably after for this thing. So I got the book here. We got 240 amps, yeah, brown with blue trace, or gray with orange trace. 5 and 6. Well, maybe I'll put it on 6. It's the very last one then on the panel in there. Gray with orange trace, 40 amp. Gray with orange trace. Gray with orange trace. There he is. It would be nice if I could get this just out here, but I think I'm going to have to cut that thing in there. Okay, I'm going to do some left-handed cutting here. Oh boy, I'm not very good at stuff with my left hand. But we made her. I'll put another one of those on there after just to bundle them all up again. Gray with an orange trace. Look at that. Oh. Okay. What on earth size would that be? This is blue with a green trace. Blue with green trace. It says 25 amp. The rest of them are 25 amps. But they're different sizes. That's really weird. Why is that? How could that one be a 25 amp? 25, 25, 20. More here than... Interesting. Brown and red is 20 amp B plus. I have no idea what that means. Brown with red trace. Brown with red is that one. 20 amp B plus. Oh, PTO output, PTO relay control. So if you're running like a crane or something, you turn your PTO on, and then this is the wiring you'd use. Run start. Okay, and then, oh yeah, so then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is all the relays. Okay. So we are going to go with this one. Gray with an orange stripe. Let's just make sure. It should be number 6. Gray with orange trace, 40 amp. It's probably way more than I need, but gray with orange. Okay. So, gray with orange. Gray brown. Gray orange is relay output 6. Okay, perfect. So, now I got to run a cord from that down somewhere down through here. Try to fish her down. I'm going to run probably through some of this loom stuff too here. I got a little bit of that. I don't know if I got it enough for the whole run, but I think I'm just going to run it down and around, and then hopefully up through there somewhere on the inside of the box. I've drilled a little hole in the box, I guess, and silicone her back up. I know you can see actually through. We'll go in there after. You actually see through the box there, but I don't know if they have any access holes or anything already for me or not. I'll have to look in there and see. Alright, that's the stuff I'm going to run. It's fairly beefy stuff. It's stranded stuff and fairly thick jacket on, but I'm still going to run it through a black loom, I think, just to give it a little more. And I got lots, so that should be good. I just got to figure out where and what's going to happen down through here. I can see holes down there, so it's going to have to go down through there somewhere. And I don't know whether I'll film too much maybe while we're stuffing this thing through, but when we get the connections going, I've only really got these kind of connections, so I might just do these things, and you know, if they fail, they fail, and replace them. And should have bigger, thicker, heavier ones, but these are good for I don't know, a fair bit. They don't really say on there, but should be good for that, hopefully. So, because I don't have anything else, that's all I got, so that's all I can use. But I'm going to, I guess, start some loom on this and then try to stuff it down and see kind of where it comes out. Start pulling and more loom, and probably put all the loom on I got, and because I don't have a whole lot. I don't know if it's going to go the whole way. It might go a fair chunk, but I got this package and then the whatever this one too. I guess they're both the same size. Were they 3/8? Yeah, they're both 3/8, so that's good. All right, let's start stuffing some loom. Okay, this is not too bad going this way. This stuff's fairly rigid, so until I get to there. And this does have a split in it too. If I wanted to, I could just split it and then stuff it that way, which we might have to. if it's not going to cooperate, which it's not going to cooperate. How far did we get? Okay, so this is another way you can, oh, I'm not going to have enough here. This is another way you can put on a split loom. It's got a split, and that's why they call it split loom. So you got to get it started and just basically keep following and pushing, and it kind of takes a little more time. And sometimes the split gets twisted on you and stuff, but you basically keep working at it. So I got her down, started. There's actually a big loom cable, I guess, with all the wiring. Oh, there we go. Coming all the way from the back, so I'm going to zip tie it to that, I guess. Should work pretty good. And I've got probably not going to have enough of this stuff to go all the way, but hopefully I can have enough to get through the hole in the back, and after that, that's fine. I got to drill a hole in the box somewhere to run this through, and that's a fairly beefy hole. Nice to have some of this stuff going through there as well, through the hole. But I couldn't imagine having to do like 5 miles of this stuff in this stuff. Holy smokes, they must have some machine. Or, whoa, when that happens and you lose a bunch. They must have some machine to do a bunch of this stuff. You know, because I couldn't imagine they'd actually have people at a factory sitting there looming stuff like this all day. Maybe they do, I don't know. That job would suck. But I'll get the rest of this loomed, and then I'll show you where I'm going to run this underneath here. Okay, so I got the loose end here, the leading edge, we'll say. I'm just going to feed her down through. I'm going to stop about where the loom is. I could come up a little bit, you know, without loom here, but I'm just going to run this back and see if I'm going to have enough. Oh boy, we might just make her here. We might just make her, minus a couple little turns and around back and forth. We're going to be really close. So, got enough to connect here. Let's go underneath and have a look where we're going to hook all this up to. Okay, underneath here, it's hard to film this for me. There's a big loom already running down here. I don't know if you can see that. And it looks like it comes around here. And it's going all the way down. And I don't want to get to the box and shoot her up. So that's where I'm going to run it and tie it onto this thing here. Should be all good. We've got ours ready to go here. Might have to fish it here a little bit, just to get up over some brackets and stuff. And it looks like it goes around a body mount there. It's not really too well attached there. I don't know if I like that, but I'll get her run here and get her ready to pop her through the back. Okay, so you can see the new loom come all the way down. I did zip tie it to one here. I'm going to leave this one, I think, loose here, and then a little loose coming up through, because we're between the box and the cab here now, and sometimes they move differently, right? So there's a spot I can see light, and this is, I mean, I can see light through there, so I'm going to punch through probably about here somewhere, or maybe just, I just don't want to get intertwined with the filler there or anything. So I'm going to try to punch through a small hole there and see where it comes through up top. Right about in here, I think. We'll see where she comes through, because that's pretty much the front of the box there. I got a little bit more, I feel, ahead of that, but that's kind of where the mount and stuff is, so I'm going to try to punch it through right there. Okay, the little hole's in. I don't know where that came out up top. Let's go have a look. Well, it could have been back a little more, but yeah, look at the gaps, eh? You can see just where it didn't fit together. Super nice. Probably should silicone that, or they could have sprayed a bit more spid liner in there and sealed it in, but anyways, I guess we'll run her through there. If I can get this drill bit out. Put in the big 1/2 inch. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. There we go. Nice aluminum. Shouldn't rust. I'm sure it'll corrode though. Wow, pretty fine stuff. So I forgot I had loom coming through too, so I got to drill a bigger hole. And I couldn't have got any closer anyways because there's that big channel thing that's like right here. You can almost see it through that hole. Or not. It's there anyway. It's really bright out there. Well, let's make a bigger hole here. Okay, that ought to get her. And sharp, sharp, sharp. I'll feed all that loom up through here. I can actually see light through here too, through these things. Maybe they're drain holes, but along the edge, I don't know about that. Just not fit nice, maybe. But yeah, I had to get the big quarter one out because my little battery one won't take that big a shank on the drill bit thingy there. So, but anyway, it should be good now. Just put that down there and nobody will know. Should be all good. All right. Okay, gonna do some wiring now, and what I'm gonna do is hook up, this is actually from one of the things from the tractor, one of the terminal blocks. I'm gonna hook up positive, positive, and I'm gonna need a negative to ground. So these are positives and stuff, right? So I don't understand because, you know, all this power's got to come in through these. One trips it on, I guess one trips it off, whatever. And then the major power goes through these little cords, and you know it's all sealed in this thing, goes in and then into the motor. So that seems kind of backwards to me. This is the kit that I was shipped when I bought this system, you know, from the Sierra, I think we had it in. But yeah, I'm gonna hook up this probably in here somewhere, just so I can run the leads from there and to there, kind of thing. So I will get some wiring going here. Okay, we're gonna do the positive side first because I'm pretty positive that's the positive side. Whoa! There's one for the chickens. So both of these need to get hooked to positive, connect to 12-volt fused, which that is on a like a relay. I probably should put an inline fuse on this too. And I probably really should be soldering these. I'm just feeling super lazy tonight. I really don't want to solder tonight. So, if I have problems, it should be fine in the cab or like in here. It should be fine. Okay, then we're going to join this to this one. Lots of different colors. I don't have red in the 14 gauge, so that's what we're doing there, boys. That's what we're doing. Just pretend it's red. Okay, I don't know if these two will fit into the end of the blue here. These really should be soldered. Get in there. Little butt connector. Okay. Crusher with the tool here. Nope, I don't like that. Didn't get that one crushed too well. Another one for the chickens. What am I doing here? I gotta. Now, the red's the smaller, blue's middle, yellow's massive. I don't think I want to go much bigger. Get in there. I'm telling you to stay in there. Might have to solder. I just really didn't want to have to, but okay, that's better. Alright, so this has to run down to our terminal block. So I'll kind of fish this down. Isn't really a good way. All the stuff gets hot, right? So I'll maybe go down and then through the leg here again. So I'll leave a little extra. That's good. So down through the leg with these ones. That's good. I think we got lots there. Like, whoa, another one for the chickens. I don't like wasting wire, but it's better or easier to cut more off than, you know. So I got these little guys here. I'm gonna hopefully fish onto that. That one's maybe a little big. I think that one should still be fine. These are 12 to 14 gauge, yeah. Okay, so that'll go onto the positive side. And our line up there will come back to the positive side. I haven't decided whether I'm going to leave the tank and stuff at the back corner and run the power back to that, or put it all at the front corner and not worry about it. I don't know. So we're also going to need a ground cable. And I'm not too sure where I'm going to get into a ground cable yet. There is these little pocket things on the side that have screws in it. That might work. Might work. But I probably should use a bigger cable for that. Well, I'm kind of thinking at the front here. I don't generally put a whole lot in the back of my truck. Like, I got my box of straps and stuff for stuff, and, you know, the odd chair or something, but I don't load stuff in here, so I'm fine with having it back here. It'll be into the weather too, which is nice. And then the outlets right here. Ooh, still a bit in her. And I'm going to just keep a hose in here and then plug it in, run it to the back and hang it on the thing or something there. But anyways, we're going to hook up this big red we just ran. We got lots left. We can shorten her a little bit, which is good. And I got some new ends on getting rid of these Chinese ones, we'll say, because they're kind of junk. They're not very good. I don't know why they just don't bring up their standards a whole bunch. You know what? It would be a lot better for them. But anyways, what can you do when you live in the shoe? That's good, that's good. Alright, we got to put on another big fitting here. If I can get it out. I think that should be lots. If I went bigger, I don't think that would make it much better. I got bigger, but kind of floppy on there. So I think I'll just go with, I even have bigger and thinner, I say. But I'm gonna just, these things seem to fit on them studs nice, so I will go with that. I hate using my thumbnail to dig in and pull these off, because I've ripped off thumbnails before doing that. Blech. Not very nice. Okay, we're a hair a bit long. More for the chickens. That's good. Squash that down. Okay, I don't know if you can see, you can sort of see, but I'm ready to install the power and everything here. Okay, so that's there. We've got the little black coming out of here, negative, and the pump negative. Make that a little longer. I've got some little washers. A little lock washer. I can't do the negative yet because I still got to run it somewhere here. There's like a pull tab tie down thing over in the corner here. I don't know if I can get enough bare metal under that. That would be nice, but I don't know if I'll get that. But over in this corner here, I don't know if you can quite see, there's these little tie down things here. I'm not going to use them either, so I might just get into one of these screws here and see what it's looking like. Let's just pop one of these off. It's kind of not run real nice there, but if I can get some bare under here. Torx bit. I'm not too sure if just threading in, yeah, that should be enough. And then I put the ground to this screw. I should be able to get a ground out of that. Okay, good. So I've got a piece of ground here ready to go. I'm just going to stick her on like that, I suppose. Like I say, it's not exactly the nicest thing, but it should work. There's some powder coating on this bracket, so it's not going to be a tremendous ground here. I'm not too sure whether, well, it should be alright. It should get on the bottom of the head of the screw and then through all the threads here. It's going right into the aluminum box. Yeah, that should be good. Test continuity, I guess, to see. Go from one screw to this end of this wire. I'll grab my tester maybe before we start hooking things up here, just make sure we do have a ground there. Okay, this went on as it should here. I don't know if you can hear this beeping, but that's the continuity. So, went in here, I'll go to another screw. Oh yeah, we're good. Not through the powder coat though, but that means it's grounded. I'm happy with that. Oh, it'd be nice to get out of the back of this truck. It's hot back here. Okay, gonna run this down through and behind. I might have to change this though. I don't know, because the pump does get kind of warm on the head here, and it might get kind of, I don't know if it'll melt this powder coat or what, but really don't want that to have happen. Can't really run this anywhere else. That'll have to do, I guess. Alright, cut her a bit long. And fire on a new end here. I know it's a yellow line, and that's all I got. Big heavy ground. And thread that feller in. Smush her on. Put that onto the ground end. Leave a little slack. Could have probably done a couple of these into one. That would have made her simpler. The little guy and the big guy could have done into one here, I think, but she's on now. Just want to reposition these a little bit. Oh, you know, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. You got a better view than I do. I'm right in front of it. Now, fastening this thing down, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. You might have to go on actually a like a pad, you know what I mean? because I think it's going to vibrate a bunch. Okay, we'll make our connections. And I gotta get my wrench out of my pocket. Tighten them down. Terminal block, that's what that's for. For blocking your terminals. And then I can remove it if I wanted to. Fairly easily. I think at the front too, I'm just going to do a, well, probably should do a good butt connector there. I guess you can always just cut it if you got to get her off fast. Okay, that ought to do. Alright, I think we're all good here. I'd like to get this all tucked in a bit more, but about the best I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have to have some wire sticking out, so. Alright. Well, I think we're done in here. Gotta go hook up the front now. Alright, I just went with a butt. I just butted her on there and got this all back in, and whenever I'm just going to give her a little test here and see if she fires on, and if she does, we're good. If not, well, then we're going to have to go back to the drawing board because we did something wrong, but I think it should be all right. And then I'll tuck all that down in, zip tie it to something maybe so it doesn't move. I will coat this in some black tape probably too, just to give it a little extra. But I need a key, I guess. Let's grab a key. Because you have to actually have the truck running, I think, for these auxiliaries to be working. Okay. So, fired up. We got this hooked to auxiliary 6, so let's see. Ooh, I think she must have come on. Let's go check her. Not too loud. It's back here, but it's working. Alright, I'm gonna let that pressurize up there. And we'll have some air pressure. Sweet. Believe it or not, that thing pumps at 275 psi. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on that. Check out the label on it. 150, sorry, 150. Whoa, that's lots. Takes about 5 minutes or so to fill that little tank. It's not fast, but look, we got air now. We get a flat tire. I can pull the thing out. I got tools in there and plugs and stuff. Oh. But anyway. Awesome. I had a little bit too much in my tires there. I want to just get that thing to turn back on. I want to go feel connections and see if anything's hot. I'll leave these at 70. I don't know if you can, probably can't even see that. Okay. Well, fair. Okay. 70's a lot of pressure in them tires, I think, but that's what they apparently call it for. But you got to have it running, I think, to you know, keep the batteries juiced. Uh-oh. It actually blew a little rubber thing out of there. That's not good. I don't know. Well, stupid crap. Could change that hose, I guess. I've got another filler here, but I think it might have had problems too. I can't remember now. Still got a rubber in there too. It just seemed to blow that right out. It shouldn't do that, but anyways, it did. Okay, I think I'll probably get right around the whole thing the other way, but I think I'll go around. Hasn't turned on yet, but I want to turn that thing back on maybe. There she goes. Want to make sure that it's not getting any hot connections anywhere there. The ground should be okay, but hard to say. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess I'll leave that in the truck with the hose. Let that thing charge back up. I might do it a couple of cycles here. And see if there's any hot connections. Okay, she just shut off again. Should be good. I'm just going to go check for any warm wires or anything, ground wires and stuff. But I think it should be hopefully alright. It's nothing smoking, so that's good. Alright, that's cool. That's pretty cool. That's cool. That's warm there, of course, but it's supposed to be. It's a little warm there on those wires. I think these are a little small going in here. Where is it warm now? It's a little warm on right in here. Well, as long as you're not sandblasting with it for like 12 hours a day, I think it's pretty warm too. Ooh. As long as you're not sandblasting with it, we should be fine. And hopefully it all holds air. I've tested to here anyways, so hopefully these fittings and everything are good. I don't hear anything hissing, but it doesn't mean much. Yeah, those are all good. Those feel fairly cool there, yeah. Right there felt a little warm, so okay. But I'll let her sit, I guess, day or two, and I'll check the pressures again, and then we'll see if she's all right. So at some point though, I do want to hook up my train horns, and that would go into here and then down to wherever I mount them. I don't know yet where I'm going to mount them. I'm definitely not going to mount them in that engine bay there like I did the other one in the GMC. There's lots of room in that. So now this thing moving and sliding, I don't know if it's, I don't drive like an animal. It's more like stopping something sudden. It's already at the front here though, so it should be all right. The only other thing is my box of straps and stuff here might kind of take off. That might be all right now. All right, well there we go. We got lots of extra auxiliaries if we need power for stuff. Pretty cool, eh? And shouldn't need that on until I need it, so that's good. It'll stay off 98% of the time probably. So, well, there we go. That was a really hot, sweaty day. Holy smokes, I am hot. That's why I got this running nice cold air. Oh, but it doesn't help my thirst. So, anyways, that's about it for today. I guess that was a good little hookup there. Little freaking mosquito. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Holy, good little hookup there, and wire job, and it works. Works good. So, but yeah, one of these days I want to hook up my train horns again. I just don't know where, because the other ones I can't remember really how I did it. I'll have to check the video, and I think I did a video of that. So, but they mounted under the hood, and it was great, but there is not room under there for that on this truck. So they might have to go underneath somewhere, but I might have to make some kind of mount frame to kind of hold them all onto a solid kind of mount, right? So I'm sure I can get somewhere under there. I just got to stay away from the passenger sort of side, because that's where that really hot exhaust gets. And over here is like the fuel tank, and I don't know, there might not be enough room for those. So, but anyways, that's it for today. At least we got air if we need it. The truck's running anyways, that's good. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Oh, we forgot to look in the vacuum to see all the crap we sucked out. All the nest stuff. Holy smokes, eh? So they got my shop towels from somewhere, a bunch of grass, all stuffed in that valley in that engine. Holy smokes.